So today I'm going to be giving my top scorer prediction, my most assist prediction and Golden Glove winner.
If you guys are looking for some cheap FIFA 20 coins, head over to u7bar.com. You can buy coins off the website, you can also buy players. So if you wanted Messi, you could buy him off the website. Make sure to use code MUZZ at checkout for 5% off.
Yes lads, and welcome back to a brand new video. So today we're going to do a little something different again on a side to FIFA, because FIFA's pretty dead at the minute. We're going to be doing our predictions for top goal scorers, top assisters and the Golden Glove winner. This was very, very hard because I've done it into 5 sections. So we're doing my 5 top goal scorers, 5 top assisters and 5 Golden Glove winners. So if you guys want to give me your sort of thoughts, you don't have to give me your thoughts on for every single one, but just let me know what you agree on, what you would disagree on. Very, very tough. I've tried to include some surprises because just going with the same boring ones year in, year out, it gets a little bit boring for the video. So I have included a few, but just know some top players did just miss out as well. So if you guys could drop a like, we'll go, do you know what, for a change, right? For a change, we're not going to go 50 likes, we're going to go 55. I usually say 50 likes and we never hit it, so let's go 55 likes. If you guys could hit it, I'd appreciate that. Anyway, let's go to the 5th top goal scorer. So this is the guy to come 5th in the top goal scoring rank. We have gone Obama who? Obama what? We have gone with Aubameyang. 20 goals for Aubameyang. I believe he got 23, came 2nd. Just missed out on the top scorer last year. I don't think he'll score quite as much this year, but I still think he'll have a very, very good season, and he finds himself in the 5th spot. In the 4th spot, we have got the new Chelsea striker. If you don't know, I am a Chelsea fan. Try to be as unbiased as possible, but I do think Werner is going to absolutely bang them in for Chelsea this season. I think we're going to finish 2nd or 3rd in the league. I really, really do. We've got a new defending coach in. Everything's looking good. We're having a full revamp this transfer window. I'm hoping the team gels early, and I think Timo Werner is going to be vital in us coming 2nd or 3rd. I'm hoping 1st, but I think Pep Guardiola is just going to run away with the league this year. I really do. So I'm Werner 22 goals, which would be an amazing first season. In 3rd spot, we have got Mohamed Salah. I think he's one of the most underrated players in the Prem right now. I really do. He gets so much stick. I've said this for a while, but I think he's become very underrated. And yeah, he didn't have as good of a season last year compared to the season before, especially. But I do think it's going to be a lot better season this season for him. I think he's going to get 25 goals, and I'll really back him to do really well. I put Mane on about 19, 18 goals. That's why he's not in the top 5. I'm spoiling that now. I think Salah will be the top goal scorer for Liverpool. Into the 2nd spot, we have got Harry Kane, and I know a lot of people may disagree with this. I'm not too sure, but Harry Kane did get 18 goals, and he was injured for how long? He was injured for so long, and he was killing it at one point. So I think if Harry Kane can stay fit throughout the whole season, I believe he's fit for the start of the season, so he'll be good to go and get running. And I think Harry Kane's going to be very, very good for this season. I really do. 25 goals for Harry Kane, joint with Mohamed Salah. I think he's going to have a very, very good season under Mourinho. Which leads us on into the top goal scorer, and this is the biggest if of all time. And I don't even think he is going to stay fit. If this guy can stay fit for the full season, which is so rare for Aguero, for the past God knows how many seasons, he's always getting injured. But if he can stay fit, I think he'll have... I think this is his joint ever best goal scoring record, 26 goals. He got 26 goals back in like 2014 maybe. I think it might have been the season that he actually scored at the last minute and went, Aguero! But yeah, I think he'll get 26 goals. Like I said, I do think City will eventually run away with the league. Not as bad as Liverpool did, but I think City will win it by about 10 points at least. And I think Aguero's going to be a huge, huge reason why they do win the league. Okay, so now we move on to the top assisters. We got into 5th place straight away. I wanted to put a bit of like a... I've got faith in this guy, I really do. Even though he plays for Arsenal, and he had a bit of a struggle in his first season, he has showed really good signs of what he can do. And I think he had like 6 or 7 assists. So he weren't far off 10 assists, to be fair. And there weren't, to be fair, in terms of last season's assists, there weren't many standouts apart from Kevin De Bruyne, obviously. And to be fair, both of Liverpool's fullbacks had like 13 assists or 12 assists or something like that, which is outrageous for fullbacks. But other than that, in terms of assists, it was around the 10 assist mark. So I think Pepe 10 assists is very, very realistic, and I think this is going to be a good season for him. I back him in terms of goals as well. I don't hope he gets 10 plus goals, but I think he's got it in him, and if he can get some goals in him along with Aubameyang, I think Arsenal could have a very good season and potentially get top 4. They just need consistency, in my opinion. Into the 4th spot, I could not go through these assists without putting arguably one of the best crosses in Premier League history. I mean, the way this guy crosses, it just hurts my brain. I feel like Liverpool's fullbacks are arguably their most important players in their team. The amount of games their fullbacks bail them out of a win, like the amount of games where they'd win by 1 goal last season and their fullbacks would whip an outrageous crossing or something like that. I mean, to have fullbacks that have got like 20 plus assists in them combined, obviously, is outrageous. I think 12 assists for Trent, which will be 1 less than last season, I believe. Into the third spot, I've got Bruno Fernandes, whatever you want to call him. 14 assists for him. I think he could quite easily get a couple more as well. I went with 14 though, because I do think United will finish 4th. But I think Fernandes will be a huge player for United, as much as I hate to say it. I really do. I think Martial could get like 20 goals, potentially. I know I didn't put him in the top scorers, but I think Martial could. He got 17 last year. I think if he can keep up his form, 100% he could get near 20 plus. And I think Fernandes will get a lot of assists. 14 assists I've gone with. But like I said, I think he could get a couple more than 14 even. Which brings us on into second place, the top 2. We have gone my man Ziyech down on the right hand side. I went with Ziyech because I feel like he's not going to score loads. I've just got a feeling this guy is going to be outrageous in terms of assists. He's going to be setting up Timo Werner left, right and centre. He's going to be setting up Pulisic. I think Pulisic is going to have a really good season in terms of goals as well. That's the thing with Chelsea. We don't have Werner. We don't only have Werner who's going to bring goals. We've got Pulisic, Havertz even. If Havertz plays behind the striker, I've got a feeling Havertz might play as a centre mid too. There's like a box to box. I'm not too sure how Lampard's going to play him. Also got Mason Mount, who I do back to get maybe 10 goals as well if he gets played. So I think Ziyech, most of our goals is going to come from Ziyech. That's what I'm trying to say. So 15 assists, I've been generous. I originally went with like 16 or 17, but I thought for his debut season, we'll go 15. We'll tuck him in at 15. 1 more than Fernandes, and happy days. Which leads us on to number 1. I mean, I've tried to not make it boring by putting a few new players in and trying to be realistic, obviously, but I just can't. I can't put the top assist without De Bruyne at first. I just can't. I mean, the guy, I don't even need to explain how good he is. Arguably one of the best crosses of all time as well. And I think if Aguero can play, because Gabriel Jesus misses so many chances. I'm not really a fan of Gabriel Jesus, whatever you call him. I think if Aguero can play too, that's another couple of assists. I went with 1 more assist than he did last year. I think he's got last year he had 20 assists. Has the joint record with Henry, I believe, for the most Premier League assists in 20 assists. But I think he'll get 1 more and get 21 assists and break the assist record for the Premier League history. So De Bruyne in first place. There are my 5 assisters. And lastly, we jump into the Golden Glove, most clean sheets, whatever you want to call it. I found this really tough, and I know a lot of people, especially if you didn't already disagree with me with the goal scorers and assisters, you guys are going to definitely disagree with some of these. There's going to be a bit of a riot for this. So anyway, we jump into 5th spot. We've got Nick Pope, who did have 15 clean sheets last year. Burnley are just the king of shithouse. Shout out Sean Dyche. Yeah, they're always defensively really, really organised. I think Sheffield may potentially get similar assists to Burnley. I think potentially 13 assists. I nearly went with Ramsdale, but the reason why I didn't go with Ramsdale is because will they get as many assists as last year? As many clean sheets as last year, because obviously they don't have Henderson now. Ramsdale's a very solid keeper though, and they've also just signed Ampadu today as well, which I hope he gets game time, because he will be a good addition for Sheffield. So we've gone with Pope in 5th, but closely followed by Ramsdale. Into 4th position, we have gone with David De Gea. I think David De Gea, he'll get trusted. I really do. I don't know what you United fans will think. Do you reckon Henderson will start over De Gea? I just see Ollie backing De Gea. I really do. And honestly, I hope De Gea does well. I really hope he finds his consistency. He does pull out some outrageous saves at times. It's that consistency. You need the consistency as a keeper, especially. And I think he'll get 14 clean sheets. And United, on a whole, defensively, are not too bad. As much as we banter the fridge, they've got a solid right back, especially defensively in Wan-Bissaka. Left back's an issue. When Luke Shaw's fit, happy days. But when Luke Shaw's not fit, Brandon Williams is pants. And here we go. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this, and he's not even signed for us, but I'm 98% sure he's going to sign for us. We've got the 6'9". He might not be 6'9". He's like 6'7" or something like that. But I've gone with the new Chelsea keeper, Mendy. We actually signed Petr Cech from the same club. He's from Rennes, something from the French league. We signed Petr Cech for free, I believe. from Werner, and look how good Cech was, just saying. Mendy is 28, I believe, and he is Petr Cech's first choice goalkeeper, by the way. Petr Cech has actually scouted him out and recommended him to Chelsea. That's what I've read anyway on Twitter from a few articles, which is very, very interesting. So I'm backing Petr Cech. I'm backing his judgment. We've also got Thiago Silva at the back, obviously. Chilwell, we'll see how he does. I think he's definitely an upgrade on what we currently have. Reece James, Aspilicueta. We've got a solid little defence. I kind of wish we kept Ampadu. I think Ampadu could have potentially got in the back four. And also we could sign Declan Rice as well. So if we sign Declan Rice, play him at centre-back with Zuma or Thiago Silva, yeah, I think 15 clean sheets. That's debatable. And also one last point I want to give out is, like I said at the start of the video, potentially, if I didn't edit it out, Lampard has brought in a defensive coach. Jeez, I can't get my words out. A defensive coach as well, to help us, because yeah, defensively, especially defending set pieces, that's another thing with Mendy. He's not 6'1" like Kepa. He is 6'7", so he is going to be able to. He's really good at handling, I've heard, and we need a guy that can command the box, especially from set pieces, because the amount of set pieces we concede hurts my brain. Okay, jumping into second, we have gone with Alisson, 17 clean sheets. I have, to be fair, Alisson only got 15 clean sheets, which surprised me. When I was going through the Golden Glove winners and how many clean sheets people got last season, was Alisson injured for a little bit? I'm not too sure, but Alisson got 15 clean sheets for Liverpool, which I found quite interesting. I thought he'd have a lot more clean sheets to say how good Liverpool did, but I have gone with 2 more clean sheets. I've gone with 17. I think Liverpool will be very solid again, and just a safe 17. And then once again, boys, we are continuing the theme. I think I put a Man City player in first every time, but like I said, I do think City are going to have a really good season, mainly because their main issue, and I said this in last year's predictions, to be fair, I did say if City do not sign a defender, they won't do very good last season. Laporte got injured. They did terrible. They had Fernandinho at the back, Otamendi. It was all over the shop. It was terrible. So now they're going out. They've signed Ake. Whether or not they play Ake left back, I'm not too sure. But it looks like they're going to sign Koulibaly as well. If they get Koulibaly over the line with Laporte, with Ake, they've got their left back's dodgy though, man. That's the only issue. Benjamin Mendy defensively is dodgy. Good going forward, but dodgy defensively. But I suppose they could play Cancelo left back potentially. I know they've been doing that quite a lot. So I back City to get a lot of clean sheets, especially with Koulibaly at the back, because they need that partner for Laporte. When they get that partner for Laporte, I mean, they are the best attacking team in the league, in my opinion, in terms of goals, in terms of entertaining football, unreal. But defensively, they've just needed a couple of defenders, and they're good to go. And Edison's a little bit dodgy at times, had a very inconsistent season, but with a better defence in front of him, I really feel like he'll pick up the most clean sheets. I really do. And I've gone with 20 clean sheets, which means, there we go, boys. That wraps up the video. So let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. I imagine you'll disagree with probably the Chelsea keeper getting 15 clean sheets. I just see, I've got a huge feeling that Chelsea are going to improve massively next season. And I know it's no shit really, because we've signed so many players, especially young players. But that's a credit to Lampard, his pull power. Absolutely love it. But anyway, boys, so let me know your thoughts on the most clean sheets, most assists, top goal scorers, and all that. It was tough to break into only 5 players. Some very good players just missed out. But there we go. So there we go, boys. If you guys could drop a like anyway, I'd appreciate that. Like I said, 55 likes, that would be absolutely sick. Drop a sub if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.